Why do people put the earth on the head? I just don't get it. Hey everybody, Anthony, 4x4 Diesel. This is the third vehicle inspection, another 1KD. Yeah, I don't know why they put... You didn't do that, did you? Okay. I don't know why they put it on, you know. I mean, you know, you got the... Anyway, moving on. All right, Johnny, what have you found on this one? I'm picking on the battery terminal straight away. Someone's replaced the battery. Look how high they've put the terminal. Loosen it off, push it all the way down, people. Surely simple things somebody would have taught people how to put batteries in by now. Oh, there's no clips in the plastic here. I like that. You must watch videos. Look at that. Just lifts off. We can do a bit of an inspection. Go, look, radiator's got a little bit of a leak thing starting there, but we don't worry about that. And it could probably do with a BFE because look at all that build up in there. That's certainly not going to have airflow going through those fins like a nice clean new one. So yeah,
temp's a little hotter than what I'd like to be at.
Yeah, there you go. Well, that could be part of it. Right, so how many Ks has this one done?
265.
265. And what year is it?
06.
06, 265. Okay, cool. How long you had it?
About 10 years.
10 years. Beautiful. Long time. Okay, let's see. Okay. What have you picked out?
Water pump's leaking.
Water pump's leaking, is it? No, yeah, water pump is leaking. People, if you want to see if your water pump's leaking, check it yourself. See that telltale on the inside of the timing cover and on the pulleys, even on the aircon pulley, you can see those specs. So BFE kit.
Aftermarket clamps and like.
What's going on after? Oh, it's got a cooler, see, someone's... Did you add the cooler on? Yeah.
Oh, the cooler.
So yeah, the cooler, you know, they don't supply the self-tensioning water clamps with those, you know. So it's good that it's got the cooler. The cooler's okay. I don't really have a problem with the cooler. Hasn't got the K-on bracket, has it? And I don't have one on my car, so you don't really need it, but you can have one, that's okay, as long as it's fitted properly, because hoses can pop off. Yes, the short SCV down there. Everybody knows that's rubbish. So has it had injectors replaced that you know of in the last 10 years? Yeah, okay, beautiful. Who did those?
Toyota back in...
Oh yeah?
It was 200.
Yeah. Do you reckon they did the fuel pipes then or not?
Yes, they did, yeah.
They did, okay.
Yep.
Okay. And they didn't say anything about the SCV. See, they don't know much, do they? Right, this clamp, I just want to show people this clamp here. See where the white marks are? Probably the Toyota guys moved it and they don't know what these marks are for, so it's not a big deal, but I'm just going to demonstrate that one-handed while holding a camera. Right, that the clamp's meant to be where the white marks are.
Oh, that could have been me. I did an oil change on
Did
it
you?
the other day.
Okay. Well, anyway, that's all right. Oh no, it was a long way down, so yeah. Not a big deal, but it just looks like it's going to work and do its job better if things. See, some people are thinking, mate, this guy's too fussy. Well, that's why people like it, mate, because we just put it. Toyota engineering's good, so we put it back, you know, the way they designed it. Now this is one of those different clips, because those other ones they break. That's fine. And here's the remnants of what's left of broken ones, right? Right, you can see two separate things, but there's not actually anything connecting them together. I'd probably cut those away before the sharp parts of the plastic rub onto the hoses, stuff like that. And you can use one of these type, which is actually the one that goes on between these two, so that's missing technically, and that would mean this hose here is rubbing on. See how that's coming down? It's hitting on that metal clamp there, because this clamp here is actually meant to be on that white mark, splitting these two hoses apart, right? But you can get another one of these and put it the way they've put it there. So basically what you need to do is get one of those to go there.
Yep.
And I'd probably get another one to put on these two. Yep. I just prefer these clamps because they're easy to just slip on and remove, just like I did that one, where these ones are rubbish, and that's why they're broken. And see what I'm saying with that? See the sharp bits of plastic and that, you know, they could end up the wrong way. Like, again, quality Toyota rubber, probably not going to have an issue, but that's what we're looking at here, trying to pick on the car and see what we can find. But overall, it looks pretty good. You know, a bit of wiring sitting around or whatever, you get that. Each to their own. Everybody does it their way. It's not, yeah, it's not too bad though. We've seen a lot worse. Not bad. You know, we'll give it a, you know, about a 6 out of 10. I reckon maybe a 7. You know, we've seen some 2 out of 10. So, what do you got here? A bit of oil.
Bunnings special.
Bunnings bolt, yeah. So whoever did injectors or whatever, they've been to Bunnings, yeah. And you're doing oil changes and that yourself, yeah?
did it
So you
last weekend, yeah.
so spilled a bit of oil here
Spilled
and there,
a
you get
little
that,
bit,
yeah. Just hit it with a degreaser and the pressure washer or whatever. Not too bad. The last one had oil everywhere. That's making this one look good, yeah. But the other one was a V6. So, all right, let's put it up in the air and have a look underneath, see what we can find. All right, he's just done the wheel bearings recently, so shouldn't be any play. Oh, and lower control arms. So what sort of arms did you get? What are they?
Repco ones.
Repco, yeah. Repco brand. Did it say Repco on it or yeah? So actual Repco brand ones. Can you do me a favour? Let me know if you see any splits in these bushes. Let me know when you do and how many Ks it's done, because we're sussing out a lot of lower control arm options, because cheap ones typically can crack prematurely, like people have told me 40, 30, 40, 50,000 Ks. So we've been avoiding them, but we're going to have a whole lot of, you know, the genuines are too expensive, mate. Genuine arms for these now.
$700 or something like that.
And the rest, 1,700. So they're about 1,200 and 1,300 or more. I think they've gone up 1,400. One of them. Oh, it's confusing. They just keep going up. It's about $3,000 for the two of them. So it's too much. Just look, they last 200,000-300,000 Ks at least. So if you look after them, that bit of grease on the drive shaft there, nothing really to worry about. That's kind of how they go. As long as there's no play in the shaft in the joints and that, just keep driving it. And eventually you can see the other side, mirror image. Rack boot's pretty normal, upper ball joint, everything looks normal here. So it's good you've done the arms and the wheel bearings.
And rotors and pads I did a little while ago.
Yeah.
About 12 months ago.
Yeah, plenty of pads still there. Bit of oil there from that plug. Yeah, that plug up there. There's a plug with an O-ring, could do with replacing. Only a small amount of oil, but enough to keep everything wet all the way down here. So, thin videos, of course. Bit of oil around this side as well. So, okay, it's had a turbo or something replaced at some stage, or the turbo's been off because the nut on the bottom here is missing, right in the middle of the picture. And there's oil, a bit of oil leak mess going on around the drain pipe at the bottom here. So I'd say the turbo's been replaced at some stage.
Yeah, not by me.
So this is an 06,
06
and you've had it since what year?
2012.
Really? So within 6 years, so somebody's had a bit of bad luck with the turbo, because there's no reason why, factory no way that bolt's going to go missing, factory no way we're going to sell this oil down underneath it. So it's something's happened, but not in the last 10 years. So there you go. So it just goes to show people, Toyota over engineering, you can run around for 10 years without that bolt on that bracket for the turbo there, and it's not going to go anywhere.
I've done 170 when I bought it.
Yeah.
So I haven't
And what's it done now? Yeah, you haven't done a lot of Ks in it. Just trips and that mainly, is it? Parked up mainly for trips, yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, a few cobwebs here as well, so that's probably what it is. Hopefully some giant huntsman doesn't come and drop on my head in a minute. Yeah, there is actually. I'm scared now. All right. What do you got, mate? What do you know? Oh, you've changed your fuel hose, yeah?
I have.
Yeah, good. Beautiful.
You're going to need to
Pad's
grease.
a bit low.
Yeah,
What's
the
wrong? What
sliding
are we
pin-
looking at? What are we looking at?
Sliding pin needs to be greased if he's going to
Oh,
finish it.
there's
because
bugger all
they're
pads, yeah.
on one side, and then you
So
got
pads and lubricate the slides. Make sure all the calipers are working right. Yeah, definitely low on pads. I wouldn't push those any further. Rear axle bearing could be starting to leak at this side. See that oil there? So it's probably time to whip that out, and So yeah, rear wheel bearings as well. Probably an idea soon. It's only going to get worse. It could just be. Yeah, it's not normally like that. It's at that age where I'd probably start. Normally we say 350k, but this one's a bit older and whatever, and you're mainly using it for trips. So I'm going to ask you as well, the Falcon Wild Peaks. We've got another set here now. How do you like them so far?
So far so good.
You haven't used them a lot off-road yet, but it looks them. They look pretty brand new at the moment.
I did a trip up to the Hunter Valley earlier on the year, and that was about it.
Yep, beautiful.
So it's all right.
Okay, sounds good. No worries. Well, not a lot to see here as far as safety goes. The brakes at this end are all right. Nothing's going to fall off. Normal amount of play in all the propeller shafts and that.
about the missing nut yet.
Yeah. We talked about that. We talked about everything. So if they feel normal, this one's pretty normal and nothing to see here. I'm happy with that. Bit of oil on the sump plug. I'll give you some sump plug washers. Let me give you a handful of those. There you go, mate. Next time you change your oil,
Beautiful.
new washer.
Thanks very much.